Can you record somebody without their consent? Well, it depends. First thing you're going to need to ask is, what state are you in? Is your state a one-party consent state or a two-party consent state? If your state is a one-party consent state, you can record somebody without asking their permission, like Texas. However, even if you're in a one-party consent state, then you need to ask the following questions. Are you recording for the purpose of making money? Is it a commercial purpose? Even if it's not for a commercial purpose, where are you going to publish this information? Also, you need to ask yourself is, could the information posted be considered defamatory to the recorded party? While every situation is going to be completely unique, just because you're in a one-party state doesn't completely absolve you from liability. And if you're in a two-party state, you need the person's express permission to record.
Over the past few weeks, TikTok has been bringing a lot of attention to the LGBTQ+ panic defense, which is great. This defense needs to be brought to light and needs to be banned everywhere because it's disgusting and it's discriminatory. But while we're on the topic of legal issues that affect queer people in America, let's not forget that there's much more going on. For instance, did you know that 8 states have passed no promo homo or don't say gay laws affecting their schools, making queer youth more susceptible to bullying and harassment at school and therefore more likely to engage in self-harm and suicide? Did you know that 30 states have yet to ban conversion therapy for minors, allowing homophobic parents to subject their queer children to psychological abuse? And did you know that 16 states still don't have hate crime legislation protecting on the basis of sexual orientation, and 27 states don't have such legislation protecting on the basis of gender identity? We need to end institutionalized homophobia and transphobia in all its forms, not just in one legal defense.
Stop it.
No.
Are you guys leaving?
Get off my car.
Get off her car. Get off of her car. Move on up, Krista. Krista, don't move up. Come on. You're sitting on her car. I'm not sitting on her car. I'm leaning on it.
There's
Krista.
2 spots open right there.
You really hate your life, don't you? To be hating
No, I
on
love
us.
my life, and I have my brand new grandbaby in there who we're trying to take for a walk.
Okay, get your grandbaby
2
then.
spots right here.
Can you get off her car?
Ma'am, there's
Yes, you
Krista,
are.
there's
Come on.
2 spots opening.
Get off her car.
There's 2
This is
spots
your
opening
right
right
spot.
now.
Get off her car.
Please back up. Krista, this is your right spot.
There's 2 spots.
Just move.
Get in your damn car. Stop getting, don't sit on her car.
It's not illegal for somebody to record you in public, especially people in those public freak out videos.
Hey Jay, big fan, but your analysis is not necessarily correct. Most of the time, it's probably going to be okay to record someone in public, but there are situations where it could be illegal, or in the alternative, carry civil liability. I told this guy that if he asked me to do a handstand every day for a month, I would try and do it. Well, it's time. Warwick, get up. We're going.
What are we gonna do it? See, you're not. Look, we have this wall. See, it's not that bad.
Yeah, the
It's not that bad.
See, we got it. I hope you're happy. Do you have a Venmo account in your bio? Well, if you're a creator and people regularly send you money, that's probably taxable income. Can a private store require you to wear a mask? Yes. Cut to the video.
I'll just put you on my 3,000 follower Instagram feed, mostly locals.
Hi everyone, I work for Costco and I'm asking this member to put on a mask because that is our company policy. So either wear the mask
And I'm not doing it because I woke up in a free country.
Yeah, this guy's absolutely right. You do live in a free country. But in that free country, you don't have the right to do whatever you want on private property. Have you ever heard of the saying, no shirt, no shoes, no service? People can refuse service for no shirt, no shoes, or no mask. And if they want to kick you out of the store for not wearing a mask, well, they're free to do so.
Quick question. If someone stabs me in my prosthetic limb, does that count legally as bodily harm or destruction of property? Which one is it?
You've probably heard this song. And you've probably heard Jason Derulo's song. But according to multiple news sources, Josh 685 and Jason Derulo never came to an expressed agreement before Jason Derulo sampled that beat. What does this mean? Under U.S. copyright law, a song is copyrighted the second it is published. And while TikTok does allow creators to sample or echo or duet other people's beats, it does not allow for a commercial user to take or sample that beat and use it for their own commercial gain. Even if Jason Derulo is not expressly selling the song, it still boosts his online reputation. Therefore, an argument could be made that it is improving his commercial status. My final thoughts: if this is true, Josh 685 should hire an American copyright. So I just had a long conversation with the CEO of Life360. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I've been critical of them for their data policies. So Chris, the CEO of Life360, who's now on TikTok, saw them and reached out to me. We discussed at length the data policies of Life360, and he answered all of my questions. And we got into the details of what data is used, how it's shared, and how it affects the consumer. He even showed me that all Life360 users now have the ability to opt out of having their data shared. So what does this mean moving forward? Well, Chris and I are hopefully working out a situation in which he comes on my YouTube channel and we do a recorded Zoom interview. And he's going to be giving me information so I can accurately describe what your data usage rights are on Life360. And just so everybody's clear, this is not a sponsored post. I'm a big believer in educating people. This is why I created a TikTok in the first place. And finally, I have to give Chris credit for having an open dialogue with me. He clearly cares about his users.
If someone stabs me in my prosthetic limb, does that count legally as bodily harm or destruction of property? Which one is it?
Can't figure out how to give you a complete answer to this in under 1 minute. So I'm posting the analysis to this video on my YouTube. My YouTube is also at AttorneyTom, and the video should be up tomorrow. I have a direct link to my YouTube in the link tree that's on my bio. Sorry for the wait.
Let's talk things that happen in Minneapolis, cop standpoint, right? I'm disgusted with the things that happened in Minneapolis. Period, point blank. Things could have went way different. At the end of the day, let's talk facts. The guy is on the ground. He's laying on his stomach. He have handcuffs on. It's 4 of y'all, 1 of him. 4 of y'all, 1 of him. Who has control of this situation? It's not much one person could do against 4 people. Now let's get deeper, right? As an officer, you are a first responder, right? So if in the midst of you trying to gain compliance, someone is hurt, you have to render aid. So somebody's saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. You don't think to yourself and say, oh my gosh, this guy can't breathe. He might die. Let me render aid, right? Another point, officers, other officers, if you're going to be an officer that's going to stand there and not help when things go wrong, come on, like you don't see that? That's the reason I got behind this badge, right? Because I want them officers that's afraid to step up, I want to be the one to step up. If I see wrong happening, wrong is not happening in my presence, right? I'm going to check it. And that's period.
I pull up, stuff in the kitchen, let's go.
Right. So the tree in our backyard just fell.
Dr. Barrett, Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery Secrets Part 14. Haley Bieber, boy, she is stirring up the pot. 14 hours ago, she just responded to a user's comment on Instagram that she has not had any plastic surgery done. Okay, these are some photos that I found that are not edited. What do you guys think? This is her several years ago, and this is a more recent photo of her. Check it out. Let's pay special attention to the nose. What do you think? Well, I tell you what I think. I think it's physically impossible without getting a little bit of help from someone like myself to go from this picture to that picture, and I'll tell you why. Check out the position of the nose, the dorsum, how refined it is in 2016, and how much smaller the tip is from 2011 to 2016. That doesn't happen from puberty or growing. In addition to the rhinoplasty, I think she's had a couple other things done listed above, but importantly and very noticeably, lip filler and a genioplasty, which is a chin implant. I think she's gorgeous no matter what, whether she wants to admit to having plastic surgery or not. It's her business. Follow for more plastic surgery secrets.
Like this video if you want to be part of my class action lawsuit against every single person who makes this type of comment. We will not stand for this. Hey TikTok, I need your help getting in touch with Mr. Resilience, Ricky the Kid. This man was wrongfully imprisoned for 23 years and he's out and on TikTok. So do me a favor and please tag him in the comment section. I want to see what I can do to help change the criminal justice system.
I think it's physically impossible, without getting a little bit of help from someone like myself, to go from this picture.
The Biebers allegedly threatened to sue Dr. Barrett about that TikTok. I just posted a video on my YouTube about whether or not the Biebers have a valid claim. My YouTube is linked in my bio. So that's not how it works. The use of deadly force is only justified when there's an objective and subjective fear of grievous bodily harm. If someone breaks into a store but poses no physical threat, you cannot